And it says we are live. And you know what that means, baby? I'm here. You're beautiful. It's time for GotBot Goes live. I, of course, am your host, your most humble of hosts, Dennis Moulton, aka GotBot. As always, man, please like, comment, share, of course, subscribe. And while you're at it, baby, hit that notification bell. It helps me out a ton. It lets you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, The Everything Factor, all the groups that I'm either a mod or an admin for. And all my social media links, all of that in the description down below. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon, see what we offer to you through Teespring, or of course, hit the join button right here on YouTube to become a channel member. Now, you might hear a noise, and that noise is actually my fan. Let me know if it's bad. Somebody let me know in the chat if it's bad. It's pretty warm here, so I do have it on. I can try to move it, or I'll turn it off if it's really kind of cumbersome. But let me know if you can hear it, because I've never used it with this computer before. In the meantime, I'm just going to take a minute and I'm going to get things set up here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic week. I am very happy to say that I am very soon, as of tomorrow, actually going to be kind of entering a holiday period, which will be a great chance to finish off season 2 of Universal Collision and jump right into season 3. It'll be a big priority going forward, really big priority in the next little while. Just so you guys know. Let me see here. Let me get salted away a little bit here, guys. Bear with me just a few moments. We're gonna have a fun one tonight. I have a wild unboxing. Really, kind of a crazy unboxing. And in all honesty, I wonder, do I even have on it? I don't think I have on it. There's I think a note in there, if I'm not mistaken. Like, it's a bit of a wild unboxing. This is gonna be a fun one. There's a bunch of news and rumors that I want to kind of talk about a little bit. Yeah, this should be good. And I have an interesting trivia tonight, brought to you by me tonight. And I'm just curious how many people are actually going to know it. So we'll see as we go through. I'm going to go up because I know you guys are coming in here. Hey, BS Prime, happy you're here, buddy. Jay, always happy when you are here as well. Blue Raccoon, glad to see you, buddy. I've been waiting an eternity. No, man, you've been waiting 1 week. As we go down here, hey, Ninja Bill in the house. I'm going to get that Dracodon to you. So listen, man, don't worry about it. I still listen. I asked you about squaring up, and you said FOC, and I said follow Cybertron, and I never heard anything after. Just saying. Hey, ALB. As we go down here, Ultra Megatronus. Man, things are fantastic around these parts. Fantastic. And I'm very thankful for that. Like, you have no idea how thankful for that. As we go down here. Hey, Vector. Ultra Marcus in the house. By the way, Marcus, I did miss the live stream, which made me sad, but I did catch the replay. That was a great stream. Honestly, you did a bang up job, buddy. You really did. I enjoyed it. You are wearing it. Even I'm tired, Jay. Jay, I'm wearing myself out looking for Rhinox. I'm tired hearing about Jay looking for Rhinox. I haven't even started looking here because they're not going to be here anytime soon. I haven't even heard of a sighting in Canada, let alone here. Chicken fried steak here, good and early, baby. Everything is good, man. Everything is good. You noticed thumbnail? Yeah, it did, because the first time I took the thumbnail, I was like, ooh, that's up way too high. It's not what I wanted. Sometimes I take like 10 thumbnails, and I gotta be honest, like, thumbnails not my strong suit. Like, I'm not one of these guys that uploads pictures and then does all this fancy junk. You guys know I don't do the fancy junk. I don't have the time, man. Like, I got a full-time job, and I got family, and I got a lot of stuff going on in my life that, man, I don't have time to be. Honestly, I don't have time to be farting around with it. I really don't. I almost need like somebody else that's good at doing that stuff to do it for me. And there's a lot of stuff that I don't know. Like some people have like really cool like entrances and like themes and stuff. Like, man, the Rejecticons are like, they nail it. Kato's collection nail. I love his entrance so much. And I'm like, I can't do music. I can't do graphics. Like, I can't do any of this fancy stuff. It's not my thing. Oh, I thought it was Fall of Cybertron, Jay. I thought it was Fall of Cybertron. That's where my head went. Hey, Sovereign. Da, 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 da. Hey, FTAD. I don't even know exactly how to say your name. FTAD? I'm going to say FTAD. I know it's FTAD like M1, but that's a lot. It's a mouthful to say. So I'm just going to say FTAD. I miss Snoke. Oh, Snoke. There you go. Hey, Sawyer. Hey, Ken. Happy you're here, buddy. Absolutely, Marcus. It was a fun watch. Let's see. I received after a month my 86 Jazz. Oh, enjoy ALB. Let's see. Yeah, family, value them. Yeah, be with it. Here's the thing, like I'm so lucky. Like I have a really, really understanding family, and you need that to do this. You need a really understanding family. So I do try to have like a work, hobby, home balance as best I can. I'm not perfect at it, but man, I certainly try. You gotta you gotta prioritize, right, man? You gotta prioritize. So let me get the schedule here. Let me get the schedule. Few things that I want to note. Perhaps the most important housekeeping thing that I want to note is this coming up this Sunday on the TF Reviewers channel is going to be a very special panel that was recorded last week, and we will hopefully have a live chat, and we should all be there for it. It's not going to be here. It's going to be on the TF Reviewers YouTube page, is my understanding. I will have the link. I will promote it around in the next few days over the weekend. Sunday, it will be me, Starscream Wife, Lazy Eyebrow, and his wife. All four of us were interviewed by Anthony from H&E Games, and it was a very interesting look at what we do from the perspective of our spouses, really. So on Sunday, definitely check that out. And coming up next Friday, and I'll mention this again on the show next week, coming up next Friday will be a interview that I did myself with Anthony as well. So a couple of things coming up on the TF Reviewers channel. I will be promoting it around across social media. So, seek me out, follow me, find me somewhere. All of it's in the description below, right? The Twitters and the Instagrams and all of the Facebook stuff and all that stuff. So all that kind of coming up. That's besides for tomorrow, us rounding out Arcee week. And I kind of am very thankful to have a special look at something tomorrow. We'll do a bit of a comparative analysis. I will say here that there's one there that I would have liked to include, but I couldn't get my hands on it. It is the Platinum Edition 5-pack Arcee. That is a beautiful one as well. So she's not really included in the discussion, but honestly, she really deserves a great honorable mention. Speaking of Arcee, when we looked at the Cyberverse a little earlier the week, and I was going through the articulation, I did not realize it then, but she does have ankle tilt. It's real tight, man. And I'm not comfortable where this belongs to maximal 10. Like, I'm not super comfortable moving the ankles. But once you do it a couple times, it does loosen up. So she has ankle tilt. I feel like I probably gave her about an 8.5 for her articulation, even with her backpack. The ankle tilts help the solidity so much once you get them moving. I'm going to say her articulation is more like a 9, honestly, maybe even a 9.5. It's really good. The Cyberverse stuff often gets overlooked, but it's generally well made, and that Arcee is well made. Big thanks to Ezra, to who else? Ninja Bill, and to Rob Strunk for all three of you guys pointing out the ankle rocker to me. So I appreciate all that. Just a couple of things there that I had to mention. Okay, and we're not even into the news yet, man. Before also we get into the news, I want to give a huge shout out to a couple of new patrons, Ray Ken, as well as Zeta and Nazboo Junkie, as well to a couple of new channel members, Jim Zilla, who is a little bit overdue, and Warren Lafner. I am so glad that you guys jumped on the train, jumped on board. I recently put up a little dose of the truth where we talked about iconic, neat, and useless accessories. I kind of dug deeper into the countdown a little bit. I have kind of a secret discussion coming up and about a 5-minute preview of the season finale of Universal Collision, all up and coming for patrons and channel members. So a lot going on there. Let's dive into the news, man. We saw more images of Premium Optimus Prime and Megatron. like, I guess the premium like studio series B movie Optimus, I said it last week, it looks tremendous. I didn't need more pictures. It looks great. It is expensive. It is really the price of a liter here in Canada. I guess because it's an import from Takara, it's a Voyager, but it's priced as a liter. Same with the Megatron. I don't need it. I like the original Siege, to be honest with you. The mold's been used a bunch of times. I don't feel like this premium one is that far removed from what people would have gotten in the Netflix pack, for example. A little bit, but it's similar. Pardon me. But they look great. If you're in form, cool. But again, because they're import, you're going to pay more for them. It is what it is. I do think, though, that B Optimus is the quintessential Bumblebee movie Optimus. I really, really do. And I don't think they're going to do much better, honestly. Dr. Wu's Beachcomber was showing up. It's beautiful. It would work so well with Titans. It stands a mere 4.5 centimeters. It's tiny, man. Like, we're talking real tiny. Get a ruler. Look at 4.5 centimeters, not inches, centimeters. Really tiny, yet it has all the articulation. Honestly, again, you want to talk about how small we're talking here? We're talking about, here you go. Like, this is, and I reviewed this guy. This is their Mohawk. Like, it's probably even smaller than this. Honestly, impressive. Like, hyper impressive. If it's not smaller than that, then that's all it is. But it looks like Beachcomber. It transforms like Beachcomber. It is great. It would work stupendous with Titans. A bunch of news came out about Transformers 7, notably that they are doing location filming in Montreal as well. Patrick Curton has been kind of brought in as a stunt coordinator. He kind of specializes in immolation, fire, right? Fire stunts. He was in like, or not in, but he helped coordinate things like the movie 300, for example. We've also got confirmation, apparently, that this is going to take place between 1992 and 1994. They are looking for vehicles of that era. They have not limited color. They did limited color when they were looking for things for the Bumblebee movie. They didn't want yellow, blue, or red, of course, because of Dropkick, Shatter, and Bumblebee. They don't seem, at least as of yet, to have limited any color. So if you got it in 92 to a 94, answer the casting call. You might be in a movie. Just saying. Especially if you're in Canada. What else? Luna Lauren Velez. She has been added to the cast. She's going to play apparently Anthony Ramos's mother in the film. For those who are thinking, I know that. She was in Dexter. And she was, what was her name? LaGuardia? Is that it? Is that what it was? She was in Dexter. I remember her face. It's been a while since I watched Dexter. Love that show, by the way. So glad it's coming back. But yeah, so cool, I guess. Although she does say, like, I've never watched any of the films, so this is going to be an adventure. We'll see. Maybe she'll end up becoming a new fan. Who knows? But she's going to be doing that. What else do we have? Kingdom Waspinator is real. Disappointed. I think it looks like trash. I said last week that I thought it looked like a bad custom. I'm not. I'm going to tell you now, unless somebody loans it to me because they like it and they get it, I'm not wasting my money on Kingdom Waspinator. I think it looks awful. Awful. I infinitely like the Generations, infinitely more. That's me. To each their own. And if you love the Kingdom, cool, man, you win. But I'm not going to be the dude to look for a review of it because I'm not planning on getting. I think it looks. It just no. I don't like anything about it. I could lie to you, but I don't think that's what you want from me. Speaking of Kingdom stuff, Wave 3, pretty much everything is out in the US. While the deluxes are a little bit iffy. A bunch of wing fingers showed up at a Walmart, but I don't think, at least of reports I know, that there have been any tracks, Wheeljack, or uh, um, Scorponok's that have shown up yet. Just a case of Wingfinger. Really, really weird case assortment there. Azure Sea Studios showed off their Shockwave statue. Beautiful, beautiful statue. Hyper detailed. It's expensive, of course. It is more art than anything else. Speaking of statues, if you want to see kind of a whole bunch of statues together, Wonder Festival Shanghai showed off a ton from Azure Sea Studios, from Prime One Studios, from do I have it written down here? I think I have it written down here. Just have to find it. All of the YOLO Park stuff we've talked about. Jing model. All of these are model kits and statues that we have previously talked about here. They're all gorgeous. There are pictures for them all up around. Um, a lot of them are more art than anything else. A lot of them are pretty pricey. I mean, it is what it is. I'm going to check in with you guys. I'm going to mark some stuff off here, and then we're going to get going again because I know that you guys have been talking to them after missing a whole bunch of junk. And it is what it is, man. Let's go up here. Gotta go down here a little bit. Actually, you know what? I think Blue Raccoon, this is actually gonna be kind of a chill stream as well. Um, Sometimes you gotta have a chill one. Sometimes I talk about like serious stuff here, and I talk about points of like justice, but sometimes you just want to have a bit of fun, you know? And we do have a bunch of rumors to kind of address as well. Uh, Absolutely stoked. I mentioned it last week about Kingdom coming in July to Netflix, July 29th. Baby, cannot wait. I will most definitely be watching. Me being me, I'm gonna go back. I'll rewatch Siege and I'll rewatch Earthrise to refresh myself before Kingdom comes on. And then usually what happens is me and Starscream wife end up watching it. She probably won't go back and rewatch the series with me though. I'm loving Galvatron. I literally can't say anything about him, Jay. Like I know zero about Galvatron really. Although I'll say this, there's been this huge issue with the shoulders and people saying like they're supposed to be higher. And Jay, I believe, does have a copy where they are constructed, actually assembled higher. Um, Larkin's lair, I think his were lower, and I think he turned them around, and I think he actually like printed fillers to go in the pins. I'm not doing pin removal. I'm not that brave, and I don't know how to do it. Knowing me, I would melt the plastic. That's like people are like heat stuff with a hair dryer and blah blah. No, I tried that once on a section of Metroplex, and it started to warp the plastic. Like I can't do that stuff. It's not. I'm not a tool guy. I can't do that stuff. It's not my thing. So that being said, I'm okay with the shoulders either way. If you look at, you go and you do an internet search for G1 Galvatron cartoon, and you look at pictures of them that come up. I mean, honestly, a lot of times the shoulders are kind of low. It's like Studio Series Cup. Like, I think the shoulders are low and it looks weird. But if you look at the animation, like, the shoulders are actually kind of low. While it is jarring to the eye, I don't see a problem with the shoulders being low. It's really an aesthetic choice. Do I think they look better higher? Yes. If I got a copy and the shoulders were lower, would I care? No. Would I turn them around? Probably not. I would probably just leave them low and wouldn't care. But that's me, to each their own. I don't know. I think that really boils down to aesthetics and which version you like, the higher shoulder, the lower shoulder. Either one, I think, could have an argument, to be honest with you. As we go down here a little bit, I hope it's better than the first two. I loved the first two seasons. I don't know why everybody always complains when new fiction comes out. I like Cyberverse. I like RID. I like Siege and Earthrise. You know what I don't like? Everybody knows the answer to this. Unicron trilogy. That's trash. It's garbage. It's poorly done. It's poorly acted. But like outside of that, and when I say that, from my perspective, everybody's like, "Oh, you hate anything that's not G1." That's not true. Actually, I love everything else from animated, which was brilliant. I even like. I'm not a huge fan of RID 2001, but like by the time it started to get annoying, it ended. Like it's its own thing, and I'm cool with that. I love Beast Wars. I like Beast Machines, man. Beast Machines. I like Beast Machines. I'm the one dude who enjoys Beast Machines. I'm that guy. So if you don't like it, I too bad. I feel bad for you, but I do. I've enjoyed it. I love the little arc with Scorponok and Earthrise. I thought that was fun. I mean, did it make the most sense? No, but I mean, we're not doing Shakespeare here, right? Um, I learned that some Galvatrons are assembled incorrectly at the shoulders. Yeah, well, we just talked about that. Um, I've heard, now it's interesting. I've heard that Hasbro is specifically doing some factory errors. I've heard about it really with G.I. Joe a nice bit, and now I'm starting to hear about it with Transformers, where they're deliberately doing it to see how to kind of track how they are leaking out into the hands of certain people in the community, certain reviewers, certain scalpers. It may be a push to actually kind of curb that behavior. For anybody who says it doesn't affect the bottom line, nonsense. And you know what the proof is that it does affect the bottom line? The fact that they would entertain doing something like this to kind of track stolen merchandise. No company is okay with stolen merchandise. Promise you, Hasbro's not okay with stolen merchandise. I can guarantee you. I think it's deliberate. Yeah, Jay's is correctly assembled. That's what I thought. The Arcee is really good, actually. I agree. Hey, Grimlock Gone, happy you're here, buddy. I thought she had ankle tilt. Yeah, she does. She absolutely does have ankle tilt. And I didn't know. And again, I didn't push the ankles too much for this is maximal tens, and he was good enough to have it on loan to me. I don't want to risk breaking it. I looked and I did see a pin there, and I was like, maybe it's just a pin, but no, it does, and I'm glad to the people that pointed. That's one of the things with the reviews too. Some people are like, "You missed something." Like, dude, then tell me what I missed. Like, we learn as a community, we learn from each other. And the nice thing about doing the live show is when something gets pointed out like this to me, I'm able to rectify it and I'm able to bring the proper information to you guys right here on Thursday nights, like I was able to do there. As we go down here, Cerberus RC. I checked them carefully at Target before I bought. Like, checked carefully. I expect to maybe find one. Like, it would be lucky to find one. It's cute when people are like, I checked all the ones on the shelf. There's not going to be all the ones on the shelf. Like, Kingdom Beast Wars Megatron. There's the one I have. There was one that came in at one EB Games, and now yesterday I saw another at another EB Games. That's three in our entire province. That's three people who have been able to get it. That's not very much. Just saying. Buying from BBTS and finding out after the fact. I'm getting a second Netflix deep cover and we'll make Vanguard like you did this. Hey, Sawyer, look at that. Sawyer, was it you who put the Target Master with him and came up with your own character? Was that you? I can't remember. Let me know if it was you. Hey, Lego says Siege Megatron never was an amazing figure. He's good, but really just does what he's supposed to do. Hasbro's getting excessive with them. It is getting excessive with that mold. Like, I have that Megatron as like a backup Megatron for if something was to happen to Hegemon. It's a good Megatron. There's no doubt about it. The head sculpt, they nailed it. I like it better than the Earthrise. I wish the beat were a little bit better on mine. He does kind of struggle a little bit to stand, but like I think that the mold has run its course. I think it's had enough. I think it's done enough. By the way, nobody's told me about my fan yet, so I'm assuming it's not bothering anyone. Um, I'm not a fan of disassembling my. I don't disassemble figures. Like a lot of times with customs, people are like, "Did you take it apart to paint this and that?" No, no, I don't. I water it down a lot, but I'm not taking stuff apart. That's nuts. Um, Happy with the 35th anniversary, Megs. There you go. Right, to each their own. I like the original. A lot of people like 35th anniversary. Ton of people like the Netflix. I'm sure some people will like the premium. It's again, it's a fine mold. It's just different degrees of what you enjoy. 4.5 centimeters. That's around the size of Lego minifig, right? I think so. Yeah, DW. I think that's about the size of minifig. Like, it's tiny, but it's really cool. Which would be honestly the size of a minifig would work great with Titans. Um, Sovereign says, in the meantime, I've flipped the shoulders around as a fix. I mean, you can if that's what you prefer. You know, I would find something purple to kind of jam in the shoulder personally, but again, to each their own. Tank treads can tab in. Here's the thing. Why would you want to tab in the tank treads? They limit the bicep swivel. I'm not planning on tabbing into tank treads anyway. There you go. See, Larkin is here. Hey, look at that. I was just talking about him. By the way, Larkin, I love the shoulder fillers. Just for the record, if I get one and it has the issue and I got that left open, might hit you up for a set of those, buddy. Just saying. Just saying. But if you haven't checked out like Larkin's look at those shoulder fillers and Galvatron, go check it out. Not right now, but after the fact. Input, happy to see you here. Guys, also, since input's here, I'll just mention it. Why not check out Tales from Teletran on Saturday? You know, why not have a good time on Saturday, man? And then Sunday, you can check out the whole interview that we did on the TF Reviewers channel. So think of it like a bit of a weekend event for all of us. You know. Let's see as we go down here. And I know I'm going to skip a bit of stuff because I'm just trying to get down here a little bit. There's not too many to use money for lately. Just my opinion. Fair enough, Ken. Unfortunately, I'm forced to get Waspinator to complete my season one. You don't have the generations, Jay? Really? That surprises me, man. I would have figured that you would. As we go up here a bit, I'm going to kind of get myself set up here where I was, and then I'm going to finish going through the news here a little bit. But I gotta see where it was that I was. Chicken Fries Egg says howdy to Impa. Ultra Marcus. No Kingdom Wave 3 in the UK. There you go. See? Not in Canada either, Marcus. Don't feel bad, buddy. So I can mark off a few things here of note. We've done all of this and all of this. And we've done all of that stuff and that. Optimus Prime sunglasses are out. Cool if you want sunglasses to look like Optimus Prime. We saw Grindor and Ravage. The Ravage is a neat little Ravage, I guess, about the size of the Scorponok, maybe a bit smaller actually. It might actually be about the size of the like King Siege Ravage. Like it might be about that size. The Grindor look, it's cool. I love the blackout mold. The new hands are great. I wish that the original had had those hands. I'm not getting a new one for new hands, but it's a solid mold. Looks stupendous. We talked about that a little bit last week. We talked about that as well. And the shoulders and Wonderfest we talked about. Transformers Heavy Metal, going to be a bit of a mobile game coming out. I wonder if it will be a craze just like its predecessor. What is its predecessor technically? Pokemon Go, and we all know what that was like for that one year, that one summer. It's weird. I remember that summer, and Starscream wife was into it, and at the time, like I didn't even have a smartphone, and she would be like, "We're gonna go Pokemon hunt." Now I know nothing about Pokemon, nothing. It was after my time. I was an adult when that came out. Totally after my time. So I would go with her, but like it was, I'm not gonna lie, it was boring as boring could get because I'd just be sitting there. I didn't even have a smartphone to be able to like surf the internet on or something. I was just kind of sitting there while she was doing this. And sometimes we'd be sitting down in the night. Maybe I'd be like looking at Transformer stuff, like, geeking out. And then she'd be like talking to like one of our friends or something. She'd be like going on a Pokemon hunt, and like they'd actually go driving in the car and go around somewhere, be gone for like an hour and come back and be like, "Yeah, I found a whole bunch of Pokemons." We'd go for a walk in a park. There's a park here called Bowering Park. We'd go for a walk in Bowering Park, and like she'd be hunting Pokemons while we're in there. It'd be interesting to see if the same thing happens with Transformers. I feel like that was a fad thing that won't be easily replicated, but it'll be interesting to see. I'm not much for these mobile games and stuff, but it'll be interesting to see how this one catches on or not. IDW reported increase in revenues from 5.6 to $6 million, and apparently they are on track to become a publicly traded company. That is a blessing and a curse. It is a measure of success when you become publicly traded. However, the problem is that once you do, then your focus becomes profits for investors over anything else. And that can become an issue. It's been an issue for Hasbro. It's why we have the pricing issues and the distribution issues we have. Most recently, just came down today that apparently the WWE is going to have another lawsuit because they were sold something like 300 million worth of shares to investors under the pretense that they were going to have a media deal in Saudi Arabia. That is not going to apparently happen and was never going to happen. So it was under false pretenses, and it cost their stock to plummet from $62 a share down to 44. And they're being sued for punitive damages because that should have been disclosed earlier. I agree. So it's a slippery slope becoming publicly traded, honestly. A very, very slippery slope. Just saying. What else do we have here as I go down through that? Last week I talked about the first part, really, of an interview with Takara Tomi's Shogu Hatsui. There is a part two that has gone up. It is a brilliant read, a very insightful, kind of behind the curtain type of read. I highly encourage you, if you haven't, to check it out. A lot to do there with design, with cooperation between the two, with kind of who controls what strings, who controls the design strings, who controls the purse strings, where there might be some friction. It's a very, very interesting read. I totally encourage you to check it out. T-Rex apparently is going to be a red card exclusive to Target, as is Road Rage. Road Rage planned to be released November 1st. I don't know what that will mean for Canada. Um, Red Wing, my understanding, was a red card exclusive, and eventually, a long time later, came to Toys R Us. Now, I'm not in for T Rex. I'm not hunting it down. I'm not trying to source it through someone. I source enough through enough people. I'm not going hunting for Road Rage, but I do agree with this. I think that both T Rex and Road Rage both fit as exclusives. They are not mainline characters, but they do have their fan base, and they do have people that will want them. It makes sense for them to be exclusives. A lot of people don't seem happy about red card exclusives. I don't know why. I mean, for the short time Target was here, I think we had a red card and it was fine. Okay, cool. We got a red card. I don't see what the big deal is. And apparently there's a limit of one per customer, so scalpers can't buy it all up. We'll see how it plays out. But that is the word going around. T-Rex, by the way, apparently has early access now until, I'm not sure if it's June 24th or July 24th. I want to say July 24th for red card members. I really can't vouch for that 100%. Then, then they showed off a Megatron helmet. It is, I think, a GameStop exclusive in the US. I guess it'll be EB Games here. Um, and they put out an Optimus one, and it's fancy. It's all molded inside and stuff, and has voices and lights, and like the Megatron one is molded inside with like a Decepticon symbol inside. But like, I love that there's a picture, and dude is wearing a gray shirt because, of course, Megatron, right? And he's just there, like off to the side. His arms are folded, and like he's just chilling out there wearing his Megatron helmet. Like, ain't no thing, baby. Just wearing my Megatron helmet. It cracks me up. And one picture, the eyes are lit up, and the other they're not. It just I find it's the funniest looking thing. I'm not into these helmets and stuff. I don't get the point. I guess I'm not a cosplayer, so like I don't understand the point of it. But to each their own. If you're into them, like it's a good looking Meg's helmet. It looks pretty realistic with some sort of scraping and battle damage and stuff. I like the look of it. It's just I don't get the point of it. And I will point out now as well that Deformation Space, don't know this third party company, but they showed early renders for an MP Blaster and Ramhorn. Looks really good. The Ramhorn looks especially good. If you're an MP collector and you want a blaster, like if you don't already have something that stands in as a blaster in your MP collection, this might be a good contender. It looks like it is promising to be pretty hyper animation accurate, but the proof will be in the pudding when it comes to quality of materials, articulation, and transformation. One thing to look good, another to work good. Let's check back in with you guys before we get into the rumors and the wild unboxing, and we do have trivia. So as we go down here, I hope we're making some. Yeah, it looks like we're making all right time. I got a mini Soundwave. He's actually pretty good for what. Yeah, I saw that. Jay has the core class, I guess, Soundwave. Neat, I guess. Like the core class Optimus and Soundwave and Megatron and Starscream. Like I'm not in for any of that. To me, they're bigger. Now I get it. So people will say, yeah, but they can go with Titans and this and that and the other thing. I guess, but like I don't need every character in different sizes. Just me. That's just my thing. I'm sure he's great. He looks good. It's just not for me. Would incorrectly assembled shoulders be considered a defect? Something that Hasbro would have to honor as a replacement? Um, it might. I don't know. It might, but like, why would you? It's not like they got good customer service. It's not like you're going to get anything worthwhile. Not unless you complain 4 or 5 times. Like, it's not worth it for what it is. Sovereign, it's not worth it. Like, I would say that Hasbro is the worst. Maybe no, Hasbro is the worst customer service I've ever experienced. Garbage customer service. Um, Sorry. If yours has been good, great, but that's not my experience. In Siege, Bumblebee mentions about a seeker named Dreadwing and not what? Dreadwing and not Dreadwing? Was he actually talking about Redwing? I don't know. I don't remember him mentioning. I don't remember like little quotes like any of that stuff. I don't know. July 29th is before my friend's birthday. There you go. His older daughter is a Transformers fan. Cool. Well, you know what? That'll be a good present for her then, as far as I'm concerned. The shoulder doesn't interfere with the transformation at all. No, I didn't think it did. Best bet is to check Amazon.com for Wave 2, 3. I guess. I guess. Hey Warren, it's all right, man. No, you're not late. You're fashionably late, my friend. Fashionably late. Uh, I am the one dude who likes beast machines. I got the Kingdom Rhinox the other day, and to be honest, he sucks compared to really. It's not promising. I don't know. Like I like the T30. T30 is not perfect, but I like him. Uh, yeah, your time is your time, Warren. That right? You're here in yeah, you're here in time. Listen, Warren, you're here for the important stuff. Didn't want to post in its full wording in case of any legal issues. Yeah, that's fair, Ultra Megatronus. The factory errors cost my trailer drone. Oh no, that stinks. I saw the Kingdom Rhinox on Facebook. For those who got it, he has green on the top of the rhino shoulders. I saw that too. I thought that was jarring having the green there on the rhino shoulders. I think it would have been better if they'd used gray there. And even if it looked a little jarring on the robot, I think it's more forgivable on the robot than on the rhino, personally. Paint them gray if that's going to look okay. Yeah, I guess, but you're going to have to kind of match the gray. Good luck matching it. Yes, get them thieves. I agree, get them thieves. Let's see. Lesson learned, lesson learned. I don't like the scalpers either. I pre-ordered Galvatron from BBTS. Okay, but had the low shoulders. I would not think that they would be selling still. No, but my guess would be Sovereign. I don't think they'd be selling. No, they wouldn't be selling stolen merchandise. However, if they do a run with the lower shoulders to see how it leaks out, then some people might still get the lower shoulders, and I don't know how much truth is to it. It's a bit of a theory. Like, don't take that as fact, but I have heard of them doing certain things with certain, I'll say, early release GI Joes. I could believe that they're starting to do the same sort of thing with Transformers to try and put the kibosh on this. Hey Paul, of course, man, it's going great. There was 3 Galvatrons on the shelf and 2 Magnuses. Should have got you to get me a Galvatron. I talked to your third-party printer guy, and he said he was getting you the Autobot 00. Actually, as soon as you told me to make sure that I get my hands on Fracas and Nebulon, I contacted him after, and I said, Autobot 00 told me to tell you. So I absolutely plan to review them. I can't wait. Honestly, for those of you who don't know, Autobot 00 designed a couple of Target Masters, most notably for you guys here on the channel, a version of Nightstick, who I reviewed a little while ago, along with, well, not along with, but kind of, paired him with my Kingdom Cyclonus. I'm telling you now, really, really good job. Really good job. If you didn't check it out, check it out. There's even a couple of extra articulation points that I didn't note there because, like, the wrist does swivel, but on mine, it's scary tight. It's just the tolerance of the print, right? I didn't think the head swiveled, but sure enough, the head does. So it's even when you see that review, know that the actual Target Master is even better than what was shown in the review. Like that's the thing. So I have Ricochet, and I've had a custom version of Nebulon with them, but I'll put this Nebulon with my Ricochet, and I made a custom Fracas, but again, honestly, I'm going to end up replacing him. The nice part about that is that I think what I'll do with the 2 extra Target Masters is re-customize them to be the partners of Scoop. I think that's what I'm going to do, and replace those little trash ones that were with Scoop. So I think that's what's going to happen there. So I absolutely do plan to review them when Justin gets them done. Simple as that. I hope to find a new Earthrise Optimus Prime or Kingdom Prime. Good luck. I know one Kingdom Optimus Prime right now at 1EB Games. The worst was when Gigawatt was released. 2 minutes before they advertised releasing, It was. I heard that, but like Gigawatt shelf formed here like crazy, and went on clearance and stuff. Like he didn't sell well here at all because he was $60 for a deluxe. He was way overpriced here. Um, I don't have any news about the Red Alert Walgreens exclusive. I wish I had more. I am watching it very closely every day. Of course, here in Canada, if it's Walgreens, it'll be EB Games. But it is a developing story that I am listening and keeping my ear to the ground extremely closely on. And now that I'm about to enter holiday time for my day job, you can bet your bottom dollar that I will be keeping my ear even closer to the ground. Hey, Mr. Rivas, John, our buddy John. I think he covered. I covered it last week. I just covered the Red Alert. Uh, it's due in August. It's due in August. I had actually heard July, so I don't know. Maybe Jay heard something I didn't hear. I heard late July. Maybe it is August. Let's see. Has anyone seen the pre DX10 Jet Force? What? Oh, PEDX10 Jet Force. Not in a long time, Warren. And I mean a long time, man. Um, Very true about the tank tread tabbing. I'm going to go up here a little bit again and just get settled. And then I'm going to go back and go through some more of the stuff. And I'll come back here to this after because I end up falling way behind in the chat, man. Let's see. Where do I have to go? I'll stop here with Sawyer. I have a spare Titans Return Blitzwing and get two more Titan Masters and get Shapeways Animated Blitzwing and make a new character named Triple Threat. And yes, that was me. Oh, wow. That's a wild character. Yeah, I thought it was you, man. I did. I thought it was you. Okay, so just the last couple of notes here. First, David K is going to be at TFCon Baltimore. If you're going to that, cool. David K, we all know he's a classic. Speaking of voice actors, right now the voting is on for top 10 favorite voice actors. That was suggested by Joe Troutman. We will, of course, have the results on Monday, and the voting, of course, will end midnight tomorrow night. So, Legacy. The first part's going to be Evolution. I think we probably said that before. Kind of rumored. Some of these I've touched on before. These are just kind of new ones that came to my ear. Skids apparently is going to be redone. I'm down for it. We need new Skids because the Generations one is rough, man. Apparently Tarantulas. Um, what else? Transformers Prime Knockout. I don't know about that one. Prime Arcee, I don't know about that one. Dark Mount or Straxus, I don't know about that one. That would be cool. I feel like all of those are more fan hope than rumor. I really do. Maybe Tarantulas would make sense. Skids and Dark Mount could make sense. I feel like the two Prime iterations, I don't know, man. I'm iffy on that. It'd be cool if they did, though. I could honestly go for a new knockout. The only one I got is the Beast Hunters one. I would like a proper knockout. Um, Studio Series Onslaught apparently is being done. That makes sense. He wasn't in the last night. He deserves an actual offering. And I like this one. Apparently, Infernicus is being done. Please use the Combiner War system. Make him a sensible combiner for the love and honor of all that's right, good, and holy. All you got to do is remold and reuse some of the like Terrorcons or Seacons. You can do this. You can do this. You can use some of those molds and you can make a decent Infernicus. No doubt in my mind. I think he should also be a box set. Dark of the Moon Protoform? That seems weird, but okay, we'll see what that could be. Dark of the Moon Bumblebee. I think that it makes sense that that would be coming. Dark of the Moon Warpath. I'm a bit skeptical about Protoform and Warpath. Then you're moving from like them being movie things to like characters that were released in the movie lines because we throw the name in there to keep the copyright. That's a different thing. I think that's really watering down Studio Series. So I hope that they don't happen actually. The Fallen, I think we know that's supposed to happen. There had been a rumor of Q happening, but apparently that's been kind of nixed, at least for the foreseeable future. I think it should be done though, but we'll see. We'll see. Sideways, rumor is a Sideways will be done, and he will likely be a remold, retool of Dino. That would make sense. I could totally see that, to be honest with you. What else do we have? Apparently, we're going to also get Bumblebee movie. Bumblebee movie, which I think could also possibly be 86. Insecticons, weird. Core Ravage, I think we all knew we were likely getting a Core Ravage that was supposed to be like Bumblebee movie Ravage, and Bumblebee movie Arcee, which I believe was confirmed a while ago. Then I think this one is interesting. Apparently, there will be a Pulse exclusive or it'll be a Selects release of really grid pattern Galvatron that will come with 14 mini figurines, like the couple that came with Unicron, like the little Optimus that's coming with the Arc. Apparently, 14 of those will come with this grid Galvatron. That's the rumor. I don't know how much truth is to it, but that's the rumor. Everything I said there, take none of it as fact. Take none of it as for sure. Barely take it as rumor. I wouldn't even call it rumor. I would say speculation. I would say If anybody brings it up and talks about it and says there's a rumor going around, I would say it's a little more fan hope and speculation than rumor. But I like the ideas there. I guess we'll see. In the buzzworthy line, word is we could get MPM releases of Bumblebee and Barricade. I mean, I don't see that happening. Why would you just re-release them and call them buzzworthy? They were released as part of the movie masterpiece line. Let that stay pure as a movie masterpiece line. Apparently, there's rumor that we could get in Buzzworthy a G1 Bumblebee and an animated Bumblebee. I don't know if these would be new molds or re-releases. I guess we'll see. Animated was so good, man. I've reviewed Bumblebee before, and I recently looked at Wreck-Gar, and I recently looked at Arcee. My very first one was a KO of like an Optimus Prime. Like such a good line, man. Such a good line. What else do we have here? Project Jam. We talked about Project Jam before. Apparently, Project Jam is going to be associated with some band. They've done that before. And word is it will be a remold of Studio Series Blaster. Oh, man, that's a big stretch. That is a big stretch, but it would make sense. Jam, some sort of maybe something hip hoppy. I don't know, but that's the rumor going around that it will be associated with the band and it will be a remold of Blaster. We know we're getting Blaster up and coming in Kingdom, Legacy, Studios. One of it. Blaster was said. Like Blaster's confirmed he's coming. At some juncture, he is coming. I want to say in Kingdom. He is coming. So a remold of him makes sense. And what else do we have there? I think that's it. I think that's it for the news. I'm going to get caught up. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do the trivia. You guys can answer. I'll get caught up on the chat. And then when I get down to the trivia answers, I'll know that I'm caught up. And then after the trivia, after I'm caught up with you guys, then we'll do this wild unboxing. So the trivia question this week, we know that the secondary group of seekers is the Coneheads. And the Coneheads are named Ramjet, of course, is a jet that rams things. Thrust, because a jet has thrust. And then there's Dirge. But what does dirge mean? Is it even a real word? Well, what does dirge mean? Does it mean A, filth? Does it mean B, hold on, a mournful song? Does it mean C, industrial waste? Or does it mean D, deceptive political practices often involving white collar crime? So is it A, filth? B, a mournful song? C, industrial waste? Or D, deceitful political practices, often involving crime? Which one? A, B, C, or D? And I'm going to get caught up. And when I see the answers to the trivia, that's when I'll know I'm caught up. Going down. What have you missed? A whole bunch, Ninja Bill. But not the unboxing. We're not there yet. And it's a bit of a weird one. Don't tab in the treads. And I'm going to try and get through this kind of quick. So if I skip your comment, I apologize. I'm just trying to get through kind of quick, guys. I might get I might get the Generations. I would go back and get the Generations over the Kingdom, honestly, Jay. And here's the thing: the Generations. I assume you're still talking about Waspinator. Like when I bought Waspinator, okay, he was at the time here $14.99. This new Kingdom Waspinator that isn't even accurate is going to be $32.99. Sorry, there's nothing about it that is even in the ballpark of competing. Um, hey, Lily. Thank you, Lillian. Uh, I'm not so nice in school though. uh, if I had what? Choke, I'd want red sunglasses to look like Soundwave. Okay, why not? Why not? You know what? Why not? Blackout is one of the best studio series. I agree, Jay, 100%. Going down here. Hey, Unfunny. I like that name, by the way. As we go down here, I'd hope Hasbro would do figures for heavy metal. That'd be cool if they done like a line to kind of tie in with heavy metal. That'd be neat, actually. I'd be down for that, I think. Uh, oh yeah, Maximal 10, you're late, buddy, but that's okay. That's okay. I've already sung your praises for lending me some stuff, and especially the thing that'll be reviewed tomorrow. Again, for those who came in late, Sunday on the TF Reviewers channel, there is a panel that is going to go up. That is myself and Starscream wife and Lazy Eyebrow and his wife, really focused on the spouses and kind of what it's like to be the spouse of a reviewer. It was a really interesting thing to do. And of course, the day before that, there's Tales from Teletran on Saturday. Um, let's see. Hey, Triple R. Sounds like the storyline where Triple H removed Vince from power and needs to happen for real, right? Um, by the way, it's DW. It's funny that you mentioned that. I don't know if you noticed, but like Samoa Joe came back to NXT Tuesday. Word is that Vince let him go and didn't see the potential, and Triple H was irate about it and kind of fought to bring him back and brought him back to NXT. I think Vince, man, I love him, but I think he's out of touch. I think he's ran his course. And for those of you in here that don't follow wrestling, you don't know what I'm talking about. Don't worry about it. We're done. We're moving on. I've already got the MP Road Rage, and I'm happy with that. Yeah, right. Why not? Um, Road Rage and T Rex are both TRU. Yes, they are both TRU, but are they going to be like our club exclusives or something? Because they're red card exclusives in the US. Uh, July 25th, is it? I thought it was 24th, Jay. July 25th. T Rex is a red card exclusive until July 25th. So there you go. I hate red card exclusives. What's red cards? It's Target's card, is all. Let's see. If we go down here, glad I have a red card. Also, I'm glad that there's a limit on stuff too. They got to start doing that, man. People are getting like you're alienating people by letting scalpers get their hands on all this stuff, right? I don't know off the top of my head if they do a full-on credit check, blah blah blah. As we go down, I'm gonna skip all the credit stuff. You guys can talk about that. Got my hands on Rhinox, the Thrilling 30 is superior. Everybody's saying that, man. Everybody's saying it, Ninja Bill. Got Kingdom Megatron Dinobot, Optimus Rat Trap 2-pack, Air Razor the other day, alongside my animated Black Arachnia Waspinator. I've got a great little beast. You do have a great little Beast Force setup. I love Beast Wars. I just want you don't have the Zombie Seeker, Triple R? You of all people don't have the Zombie Seeker? I'm shocked. Uh hey, Sam likes Beast Machines too. Look at that. Hey, look at that. Transformers 2002 likes it too. We're the three guys who like Beast Machines. Um I think I fell in love with Masterverse Whole today. What? With the Masterverse Whole. I have no idea what you're talking about. As we go down. Comcast CS is pretty bad too. That's my internet. Okay, service provider. Even barring all that about Beast Machines, otherwise it did give us Striker. That's true. Yeah, absolutely. I agree about the core class Dennis. Yeah, see, Triple R gets it, man. I got Galvi in the mail today. Total shock. Thought I canceled it from BBT. There you go. Well, then enjoy. It's funny that Hasbro customer service wanted the UPC codes for the boxes. That is interesting, actually. Sovereign? They never asked me for that. Um, Hey, Devlin, happy that you dropped by here, buddy. So we go down here. Hey, Caldio. Caldio. Sorry, I keep saying that wrong. Um, we go down here. I heard that the Kingdom Waspinator is official. Yeah, we were talking about that. It is official. I thought it was poorly done custom. So now I just think it's a poorly done Waspinator. I don't like it. There's nothing from. I mean, I've seen it now from all the angles, and there's nothing about it I like, and that makes me sad that I'm finally seeing stuff where I'm like, I don't like that enough that I don't want to buy it. I really don't like it, and I know, like, because I really don't like it that much, I know that I can't give it a fair and unbiased review because I'm going to get it. And first of all, I'm going to say three for the look because it does not look like Beast Wars Waspinator. It is a poor rendition of animated Waspinator. That's what I would say, and I would score it a three. That's an uphill climb. Maybe the transformation is great. Maybe the articulation is wonderful. But if the look is completely off base to me, I'm not going to be happy with it. I know that I haven't seen any third series Kingdom figures at my Walmart. That's sad. Although, to be fair, our Walmarts haven't been, super duper stocked with them. Though we got more Wave 2 than Wave 1, so go figure, right? Um, And of course, this jumped again, so I love when that happens. But I think I'm almost down there anyway. Um, hey, AHM 1K. I've heard lots of good things about your channel here. Hey, man, I appreciate it. As we go down here. And again, guys, if I'm missing some stuff, I apologize. You guys are a chatty bunch, so I do apologize. And I'm trying to be somewhat timely. I can only guess who's gonna get best voice actor. Can't possibly be Peter Cullen. I'll be so surprised if that happens. just for the record, right now, Cullen's not in the lead. Just saying. He could still take it. Obviously, there's a lot of voting time left. But as of right now, Cullen is not in the lead. He's high, but he's not in the lead. Could have sworn I've seen you on there. Don't vote here, Warren. Don't vote here. I'm not going to see it here. Let's see. Go down. Oh, Warpath was in the video game. Okay, that's fair. I guess. Um, I want a new Sideways. Yeah, honestly, I'd be down for a new Sideways. I would be totally cool with that. Saw a picture of. Oh, yes, the new Green Thrust. Like it. I get why they remolded the head with a cone on it. I'm kind of like, oh man, you're killing me here, making my life harder. Why? Because anybody who's been following along knows that I have an idea to use that customized as my Liege Maximo. It definitely needs some work. I don't know if it'll work with the remolded head. I don't know if it'll work. We'll see, but I'm hoping to kind of use that as Liege Maximo. And here's the thing: the primes are kind of like archetype body types for different transformers, and the Liege Maximo is the archetype body type for the Seekers. So it makes sense that he would have a Seeker-ish body without being a direct Seeker. That's why I kind of like that body type because that would be the only one I have of that because I didn't get Studio Series Starscream. My favorite cons from RID 2015. That's a good question. I like Quillfire. I like Spring Load. I like Steeljaw. Big fan of Steeljaw and Fracture. I would say that's my top four. Did not like Thunderhoof, though everybody loves the guy. Wasn't a huge fan. Um, Buzzworthy MPB. Got from Target. B A. We're down here now. People are saying BBB. It is, in fact, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of B's, some D's. It is, in fact, a mournful song that would be used as part of funeral rites. Yes, dirge is a mournful song. As we go down here, quick question: have you heard of? I have, and I'm about to, and now you're going to get removed. Um, that's how that goes. You bring up garbage here, you get removed. Um, you can get Kingdom if you want, Anthony, but I don't know why you would. Dirge is a song that I think is secret to instilling fear. The latest Kingdom Beast Wars makes dread of what they would do. So go down. Oh, listen, AEW is better. You ain't got to sell me on that. I'm a huge fan of AEW. Love what they do. Love what they do. I am just waiting for Braun Strowman to show up there along with Eric Redbeard, and the two of them to be brought in as like new brothers of the Dark Order. Just waiting for it. It would match so well with Brody Lee. And you know what? Let's have -1 be the head. And those who know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. Simple as that. Can't wait for Rampage to start. Word is that they may use Dark as a way to graduate talent to Elevation, as a way to graduate talent to the main shows of Rampage and Dynamite. I'd be down for that. Absolutely down for that. I've even been one of the guys watching on Friday nights, and here it doesn't start till after SmackDown at 11:30. Love it. So you haven't got to sell me on that, buddy. Hey, TF Fangy Cap here, buddy. You know what? Goldberg was good back in the day. He was like a Roman gladiator. And I'm glad that he came back and had a couple of runs he did so that his kid could see him wrestle. I think he's kind of like, lived. He's done what he should do, and he should be done. There you go. Simple as that. We go down. I love Beast Machines. There you go. Sound Blaster stop motion like Beast Machines too. I like Beast Wars and Machines. There you go. BS Prime likes too. Look at that. We got a few fans in here, man. I love them too, though. Make the Trinity 4. um, let's see. Yeah, yeah. Goldberg was good, man. Goldberg was great. Okay, let's now do the last thing, which is going to be the unboxing. This is going to be a weird one, so bear with me, okay? So first, I got in a box from BBTS, and in that box from BBTS, I am very happy to say, boom. This, for those who don't know, is my fourth member of the Seacons. This is Gulf, and our boy Gulf, of course, is right here. So that's all four limbs now. I do not have overbite. Sad times. But I do have four limbs. As well, I have boom. That's right. I got the main body. I don't know. Is this one Turtler, Snaptrap? Snaptrap, right? This is Snaptrap, right? Boom. Oh, yeah, boy. Yeah. So I'm extreme. I did not know, by the way, that his little like pieces here on his chest were chrome on this one. Had no idea. I got God Neptune because I said I missed the pre-orders for the Seacons. I'm never going to get them. Not going to happen. And then I managed to get four of them from BBTS, and then I managed to find Tentakill on eBay of all places for really about the regular cost. So I snatched it up. The only one I don't have is Overbite, and if I can get them, cool. If I can't, cool. Such is life. Okay, now for the wild unboxing. This one is different. I'm going to actually take some stuff out here and try and find some some semblance of structure to do this for you guys. Hold on here, boy. Let's let's lay that there. Hold on, because a lot of there's a lot of like stuff here. Hold on, hold on. Okay, okay, okay. It's crazy. This is crazy. Okay, so first there was a letter. I'm going to try and read the letter, but we'll see if I need to skip over something because I haven't read this yet. We'll see if I need to skip over something or not. Delivery from Junkion. Now, the idea here is that some of this is actually junk that could be strewn across Junkion as like a scene. So that is part of what's here intentionally. It says, "Hi Dennis, some bits I thought that you may find useful, as well as some custom add-on bits. An extra engine bit for double dealers, minions. There is an extra engine bit for those. Some target master barrels that can extend or collapse. A hotlink hose and some extra flame effects. Those of you who will remember that I got hotlink a while ago, this is a follow-up to that. He came with an add-on kit. This is kind of an add-on to the add-on kit. Effects. What else? Springer looks great with them with the included blades as well. Hope you find them useful, and if not, you can hot glue them to a piece of plywood, and you have Junkion. Let's see. And the next part I'm not going to read because I'm going to show it to you. Thank you so much for keeping us in good spirits over this hard year. I certainly try, man. As well as encouraging smart purchasing practices. I do my best to protect my wallet and yours. All the best from NS. And of course, this comes from our buddy Jason. Or if you want to use my custom staff. For those of you who don't know, Jason is non-metal on the 2005 boards, but he is our boy Jason. Now, the very first thing that he sent me, which I'm not going to go into now, oh, hold on, is he actually sent me a bunch. This is a bunch of toy hacks. I have a ton of toy hacks now from non-metal, from Event Progenitor, from a couple of people, actually. I got to get to it this summer. You're probably going to see some toy hacks reviews this summer because I got a bunch to do. A whole bunch. So we have that. Now, he is a creative dude. Real gent and a real creative dude. So, first things first, he sent me a bag of a whole bunch of blast effects. These look like the blast effects that probably came with Jetfire. I'm okay with having more blast effects. They are very useful for stop motion. Really useful practical blast effects. Then we have this great big bag. Now, there are some blasters in here, but a lot of this, oddly, is bits and pieces and arms. Arms. I know that's weird. Arms and fists. But there are definitely some blasters in here. I'm figuring the blasters I will end up kind of parting out to a lot of my Legends class offering guys. But I did take one of the blasters and I gave it to our boy Sunstreaker. So now Sunstreaker has a little blaster here that really kind of looks like his blaster, if you know the Masterpiece. It's not, but you know what? It works just as well. So I'm going to end up using the blasters for sure. I may end up doing a video where I kind of show all of this a little closer, or at least doing some pictures. I already sent a bunch to Maximal 10. Then in here, we have, again, a little tank that belonged to, was it Horrible or Terrible? And some of this I already have. I'm not going to go through everything in here. Like, there's the little 8-face lad again. And you know, I don't remember his name, the line boy. I can't recall his name. But we do have a movie Ravage, which is kind of cool. Movie Ravage is kind of neat. I'm down for that. I'm down for Movie Ravage. And, like, I assume this is a minicon. I don't know. This little red motorcycle, I don't know what this is. I assume it's a minicon, much like I assume this little fire engine might be a minicon, maybe? A GotBot? I'm not sure. So we do have some weird stuff like that. And, like, then we have something like this little minicon, which is definitely a minicon. But then I get like a part like this. So there's a lot of weird things in that bag. Then we got, what is that? I can throw that in there. Then we got these two lads. They are the two partners to go with Double Dealer. Um, I'm going to I am going to take the custom engine pieces off and put them on the ones that are on my Double Dealer. However, I am after finding a home for these two lads, and they are going to be going to someone else. And as a matter of fact, right now, as we speak, I'm going to lay them aside for a said person. He knows who he is. He is in here tonight. It is our buddy Maximal 10, who is a huge supporter of our channel. I'm going to end up throwing that and that in there for him in a box of stuff. Then we have, I'm going to put this over on this side. Then we have, it says robot fish heads. This is the weirdest thing, and it's every type of fish you could imagine from, the like Combiner Wars type things to these big ones that I think, like, are these Predakings? Like, what are these gigantic ones? Are they Predakings? This is so weird. To, like, this poor lad who is missing half his body parts. Like, it is the wildest, weirdest series of unboxings. Like, Those
are Predaking's fists.
They are Predaking's fists? That's what I thought. Here's part of a head that's obviously been caught. It's so strange. Such strange bag. But to be fair, my hose head that I showed you guys last week, that was in no small part constructed from bits and pieces from collections like this that get sent to me. Then we have this. I'm not even going to open it. This is literally all arms. Arms, 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 and more arms. Arms. It's arms. Then we have this. This is a little bit more interesting. We have a hose and extra blast effects. This goes with Hot Link, though I might put it with another Seeker. Then we have one of these. I looked at some of these. I think I might have gotten a loan of some of these from Maximal 10. This is the Soundwave. I think I looked at the Optimus, maybe the Megatron. It turns into like their head. It's not really a headmaster per se, but it kind of is. Then we have, hold on here. Hey, look at the dragonfly to the hunt. Thanks for being super chat, super fan, buddy. I appreciate it. Then we have, this is really cool. You're not gonna be able to see it well now, but it is a custom white lion, Battle Beast white lion. It is a Titan Master, custom painted as white lion. I think that's so cool, and I'm going to explain the Titan Master when we get there. A very small, what looks to be version of Nightstick. Really tiny, but kind of cool, to be honest with you. And it does fit in the hand quite well. Thank you, Sovereign Knight. I appreciate it. And a sword that goes with the Generations Springer. And last but not least, this is just some 5mm rods and ports, which I think I'm going to be able to use because I'm going to try and do a rig to help with my stop motion, and I could really use that with that. Now, for the main things that was in that box. Wild box, right? Like a weird box. Thank you, BS Prime. I appreciate it, buddy. You're an absolute gent. Weird box, right? Okay, so first things first. the two Battle Masters that came with the Netflix Optimus Prime. Cool. I'm happy to have these. I like these guys. So they will go with my Earthrise Optimus. He's about as quintessential of an Optimus as I can ever get. This is just going to make him a little bit more quintessential. I'm cool with having these. And I think I have some toy hacks for these guys now, possibly putting them there. Then we get, what? Then we get this. This, of course, many people will know, is Double Cross or Twinferno, if you will. And I looked at him and I said, something's different about this guy. First, the White Lion custom is his head. Why? Because in the series, Double Cross and White Lion did fight together, so it makes sense that they would be paired together. The arms are different because now he has custom wrist rotation and swivel. I love that he has a wrist swivel. And his legs have been elongated, so he's actually taller than he originally was. Love this. Plus, he's all toy hacked up. Like, come on, good night, nurse. I am totally missing the chat there, too. Then we have a custom Titan's Return version of none other than Perceptor. Now, the neat thing here is that he's no longer a headmaster. This is a solidified on head. And guess what? If you turn the head around, and we have now this piece that serves as his scope, he can still transform really into microscope mode and keep his head on. It's really cool. It's pretty well done. I feel like I'm going to end up having to do a video with all of this stuff. Then, the thing that surprised me the most, a little bit of a, I guess, a pièce de résistance, if you will, is this. I have not one, but two extra barrels for Hegemon. I'm like, that's strange. And I have another fusion cannon. Again, this is Hegemon's fusion cannon. I think it's been customized a bit to be able to fit on the arm in different manners and methods. And then, wouldn't you know it, though I don't have now the front on here because I just showed it to you, another Hegemon. This is not the one I have. This is the other version. I had the second run. This is the first run that came with all the bits and pieces. Another Hegemon. I have not transformed him out of here yet, but another Hegemon. This is such a good Megatron, man. Such a good Megatron. And the thing that will definitely go with my Hegemon, that Energon sword, that gorgeous, gorgeous Energon sword. I am absolutely blessed. I'm humbled and I'm blessed. Guys, it's late. My wife has been extremely understanding. I would love to go back and read everything that's there. I'm not going to have the time. We've gone long. I'm so glad that you guys have come. I'm so thankful every time you are here. I love you guys. I hope you have a tremendous weekend. Don't forget that Saturday is Tales from Teletran, and Sunday is going to be, oh man, Sunday is going to be a very different interview, a very different way of looking at things. And I think you're going to be very surprised when you hear kind of at least Starscream Wife's answers to some things about how, what she thinks and kind of how we got started in doing all of this for you guys. I think you're going to be surprised. It's going to be a good time. I love you guys. I appreciate you coming by, giving me some of your extremely valuable time. I do know, man, how important it is to you. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can hit the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we offer to you through Teespring, or of course, hit the join button right here on YouTube to become a channel member. Don't forget that somehow, some way, each and every single solitary day, man, you right there, you do make a difference. And I look forward to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams right here on Thursday nights at the stop motion premieres or the old fashioned way. Oh, wait, before I say the last part, next week is going to be different. Next week? No, the week after is going to be different. Just so you know, up and coming is next week is going to be our 2-year anniversary show right here. The week after that will be different because it'll be kind of falling in line with Canada Day and mine and Starscream Wife's anniversary. So we'll have to make an adjustment for that week's show. Bear with me, but don't forget that somehow, some way, each and every day, you do make a difference. And I look forward to the next time that you and I get together, as I said, to have another visit either in the live streams at the stop motion premieres or the old fashioned way, baby, right here inside the videos.